Drew wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to,
So Beastmaster, Mars, Razor, Bloodseeker, all gone. Legion Commander as well, actually being picked up there.
Tiny.
Go with a Tiny. Okay. All right. Level 20. He's got some status resist now. If you get his Ag Shard, he gets to keep that little tree that he's holding over his shoulder.
As well, so they're scouting out all 496, but how do they start this fight? Shaman's going to try and move in for Zenki as well. Enryu's taking a decent amount of damage here, but is able to swashbuckle forward, and now with the roll, they just escape.
And no one dies.
And there we go. No one dies. We should still see a bit of a battle here down bot. It's currently Die with the numbers advantage.
He's coming in with a tag team in just a couple of seconds here, and you still only have 0 armor on this Tiny. He is dead.
He popped Fairy Fire too. He tried to get the kill on Enryu, but guess who picks up first, Bob? It's Bob on the puck. For a while, there was... Oh, he's going to cancel the TP, Will. Might put Zenki in a bit of a tricky spot, though. He moves up to cancel the TP, but now he's going to be under pressure with the puck TP. Bob drops the claw, and now with the missile, paired up with the rocket barrage. Plenty of magical damage to bring down the Tiny. They even get a secondary kill. Bob picking that one up. He's on a killing spree at the moment. A great start here for the position 2 from South Built. Just give it away for free, although that's way too far around the rest of the team, as the Earth Spirit just going to get bursted down, but the curse getting dropped as well. Bombi finds 2, and now Hung, he's going to reveal the blink. Datby's able to move in forward with the Exism. It's a nice rolling thunder disrupting the middle of the fight here from 496. That's a dieback on the Earth Spirit, and now with the core dropped on the backline as well. They've blown their loads. They have to retreat back to their higher ground, especially with the Drew coming over. Hung, another combo onto 2. It's an immense amount of magical damage here from the Tiny. Enryu is able to get a little bit of distance away from the swashbuckle, but they're still hunting. They get the vision, and now with the target acquired, Bob's on the high ground, but I think they just have to retreat away right now. But Dire kind of, I mean, they're going 2v2. Radiant split away from their cores. Tiny actually went to the eastern side towards the lane, but Enryu, he's swashbuckled in. And now Tiny's finally going to be able to connect over. Actually wants to get the kill on top of Bob. This is going to give away a lot of gold if they're able to find it. They will. Bob will end up falling. And Enryu's still in the vicinity as well. Hung. Top though, it leaves Drew solo. It's just the 2 supports right now. He's got Wyvern in the vicinity, but yeah, with all those TPs, it's really just Bombi that has to protect him. But Bombi doesn't get the ultimate off until late. So only 2 heroes hitting Enryu at the moment, so he's not going to end up falling as well through the Winter's Curse. And Southport got a great couple of pickoffs there. More importantly is that Drew Force, who was top of the net worth. This and Death Prophet both have their own casual hood, but they've kind of itemized for themselves this game, it looks like. It's mid lane. Once again in the river, Death Prophet. We're just seeing him unable to utilize this item that he picked up to try and keep him alive through a lot of these engagements, and they're going to be able to find an extra kill as well as the Winter Wyvern shows his face and gets brought down. Dire.
They don't want to get a little bit more out of this though. He should be able to secure that one.
Force, they break it. Gotta be careful, the curse is enough to be able to get the BKB off the kick away as well. Yassi, greatly done. Drew hasn't used anything yet, Drew. You gotta use something here, brother. Troll's gonna end up falling apart, just moves in with the triple kill. He's beyond godlike now on top of the gyrocopter. And with the rolling thunder locked down, Gyro gets an ultra, but they're not done. They're going to try and make it a team wipe. Give him a rampage, but come on over, brother. Make it an incredible debut. They will do so. Rampage for a bar. What? Dire just looking too strong right now. Tiny shows himself with a tree volley, but now Tiny, he's just going to get jumped instantly. Enryu with the rolling thunder. Bart, finally Drew's going to try and pop the BKB and look to man fight, but a Bart, he's able to stand his ground as well, along with the Winter's Curse, but just ultimate usage is not on point here. 496, they lose the Tiny. Wyvern's getting caught in the backline as well, but the E-Blade's going to be able to bring him down now with the blinking forward as well. Yule's controlling Drew. A Bart still hasn't lost his first life, hasn't even popped the BKB. Now with the Satanic healing up to full, and that should be all she wrote. Radiant just completely outclassed in this game.
And yeah, I was pretty impressed by how Southfield...
Basically completely useless indeed. I mean, we're picking up a lot, and then, you know, the Satanic heroes that want to be played now they're going to have a lot more value. But South Built with this last
It's not the greatest matchup into the Dragon Knight in the lane. So, yeah, should be... It's looking a lot more
sustained right now on the DK. So, we'll see how that's going to transition. We do actually see First Blood, though, up top as Bombi finds a kill on Ryu. Sumail, I don't think he's going to be able to get the counter on Drew, unfortunately.
To gap close right now on SBE. So, at least until you've got that Blink Dagger, of course, as well. We talk about the stuns coming through from Sumail. They're going
the chain lockdown
onto Drew.
Pops of Rage. Now with the stick charge, Drew's able to turn around and man fight. He's even going to be protected for a little while longer thanks to the ultimate. But the extra number in the rotation from the puck, dropping the coil, the Lion, will get punished here and killed off as Bob and Zenki, what a trade in the kill. Yassi escapes with his life, however.
So if you can avoid that getting onto you, what else do they realistically have?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I guess the nasal is kind of nice, but see you later.
Once again, just the initiation so on point. They're going to be careful, but
again,
with the BKB,
nice shots.
This is actually decent timing from Rady with the double BKB, but the control's just not there at the moment. But the snowball gives him space. Drew running down to the low ground as well with the multiple kisses on the choke point here. Bob finally commits his BKB, but Abart's is on cooldown. So the Bristleback can't push forward. A great Nether Tox on the choke point as well.
Ooh, the blink.
Giving them an opportunity to retreat and reset.
Suddenly wasted.
Smoke up on the high ground. Nice shots again. Lion's actually going to blink on forward. Bob's able to find the puck, and they bring down the puck. It's a lot of damage. DPC's in trouble. Face Shift protects him, but Abart should be able to bring him down a blink away. Can he get that last kill? He can. 2 will fall from 496. They've given a bit of a window here as Radiant can group up. The lanes are in a great spot. Top and mid are shoved in, and they can do a lot of tower damage. Just the aura utility items, and Drew's going to love that Solar Crest on him, and well, Radiant going to have to do something about the high ground siege that's coming out. Their T3 tower is getting chunked down. Bob blinking forward. Can they burst through the lifesteal? Nice cookie. Now gets Rage down with the core dropped on 2. They're going to try and look to turn on top of the Dragon Knight. BKB pop. Bob, it's about to expire now with the Mortimer Kiss as well. Bart's going to show up with the TP. Hung. Getting pushed back. They keep the life of Bob, but now with the Bristleback, he's away for the rest of the team. They push him in. BKB pop, but Bart still looking to man fight, but he's got to be careful. He's a little bit away from the rest of the support. And Ryu with the blink on forward. But just the 2 heroes right now from SBE. Bob's even got to blink up on the high ground now with the BKB on cooldown. Stuck in the Nether Toxin. There's a nice 3-man stun, but it will not matter. Bart loses his life. They drop the Slider as well as 496. Reasonable amount through the major considering what some people might have expected. Mid lane, Bristleback has got the BKB. Is around the higher ground as well. It's going to be protected. Limit cape, but he's still going to be careful. Force up gives him space, but he still hasn't popped the BKB just yet. About health to be able to utilize. He's holding on to the BKB for a really long time here as the life still falling low, but a nice snowball in. Drew still with the crush as well. They're going to blink in full, but Lion, he just doesn't have to stun. The Hex a little bit too late thanks to the rage. Now Drew wants the man fight, and Ryu pushing on forward. Drew's able to get the bash. Drew trying to man fight. He'll back off with the help, but they lose the DK. Finally, the BKB is going to get popped from a bar, but Drew, he doesn't give a damn right now. Look at this life steal. He's buffed up from the rest of the team. The Solar Crest just going to work. And now without that protection of the BKB, Abart, he's in trouble. He needs a buyback coming through from Bob. It's going to rejoin the fight, but it will not matter. Abart loses his life. Back in. Bristle's still down for another 35. Radiant, how can you hold this? The tower's getting shrunk. Nice full stuff in, actually. Zenki. Gotta be careful. Bob's even overstepping the mark a little bit. I mean, he's still got BKB, but they're just putting the bodies on the line right now to try and protect the objectives. Can they even get the kill? And yes, they can't. A 4-staff protected thanks to the Stormcrafter as well as the Tusk still falls, but it will not matter as the throne's now exposed. The Bristleback's gonna be alive in 15 seconds. Is it enough? They're locking down the Lifestealer. Throne, about a 3rd HP now, Drew. Can he chunk it down fast enough? He's completely out of mana, so will not have the rage available. This actually could be very disastrous here from Dire. 496, have they thrown this, Drew?
Oh, that's
Pops a Titanic, though. Look, the heal coming through. Now with the Impale, they still find the kill. Drew will fall, but it's all on one hope of a Mega Creep comeback for the rage. And down bot, though, DK. They're going to be able to catch him out with the BKB on cooldown. He doesn't have a buyback as well. Down for 120. That's a buyback death timer as well. Protected with the glimmer. But the issue is now with the creeps inside, if you really want, you just pop rage and go to work on the objectives. Yeah, they've got no way to pierce through. And they're going to do just that. Glyph now getting popped. Can they chain lock down Drew? But he's able to turn. Pops rage. And Ryu as well. They're controlling up a bar. But he's able to do nothing here as the Bristleback will end up falling. And with the hope of this game getting taken away is 496. They'll force a game 3 here for our first series of the second season for the Lowell
And
division.
then it was just a snowball effect from there. So good presence of mind, good stability. Whoever made that call just to
Definitely think, you know, with Snapfire Mars has always been the hot combo. They're going to go for the Venomancer instead. So this is... We saw the Winter
Alchemist and just make his life hell. I guess you don't really want to put Lifestealer into the gyro though.
Yeah, it feels like the side of the map. I
He's
don't know what to
panicking.
do. It's like, oh no,
he's
they
dead.
found me. Boy,
It's a cute
Yassi.
little icon. He's got like a little 8-bit icon above his head.
Who's this?
When you have the gyrocopter
The
rocket,
first blood, and now it's looking the same as well as top Samiel. With the rotation forward, they get the stun set up, and DPC is going to end up falling. We do see them lose and Ryu down bot, so self-sufficient laner. And Diving Kim, they do at least have this instant stun with the Hex, and they can even just use the Earth Spike from downtown and burst him down thanks to the finger. That's a great way to start. They'll still end up losing a bot thanks to the Mortimer Kisses, but Ryu lacking the damage at the moment to be able to punish this. So it's a 1-for-1. You do see it this other side of the map though.
well, Bob was able to pick up the Haste Druid, dodge out the Mortimer's Kisses. He should be able to get a solo kill here onto Bombi. Not much Yassi's going to be able to do about it.
The lesson was run.
Oh,
Did they say
who's he
DPC?
found?
Yeah, they
He
did.
knows.
Oh no. He's already got a force, but it looks like Ember still wants to dive in deep. They got the homing missile, and with that lockdown, it's plenty to be able to bring him to from 4 to 0. But the hookshot forward, Zenki finds 2. Bob's still able to man-fight a Remnant away. Radiant, they're locking the control, and Bob's got himself a triple kill. He's looking for an ultra as well. Hunting the Wind Ranger's got to be careful. Hung nicely done.
Nice
Drew,
infest.
that infest, nick of time. Zenki, but he's gonna buy back. Ember as well, remnanting forward. They've caught out the Wind Ranger. Now with the finger of death, Bob straight on top. They
Nice
find the
one.
kill, hook shot in, but Drew's trying to man-fight on Ryu. He's got a lot of damage right now with the life soup. Where's the backup of the rest of the team? It's a double kill for Drew. Gonna get locked down in top of the cogs now with the Hex follow-up as well, but the rest of the team still trying to deal with Bob throughout the river. Remnant in, Yassi will pay the
could
price. But Bob, he's too strong. You
care?
can't deal with him. He's even going to be able to find the Venomancer as well. Triple for Bob. He's just completely taking over this game right now with the Ember. I see. So I have this infest capability. But in the backline line, nice
Instant
counter
Hex, though.
initiation. Now with the infest bomb, Zenki as well with the hookshot forward. Bart's going to be able to turn now with the BKB, but Bob shows up as well with the rest of the help. They just melt through them. 496. They tried to set up the trap there with the infest blink, but Drew now, he's running himself away.
Zap.
And zap down from afar. Finger of death. Samael will find him. And they're not done just yet. Bombi is going to run back into the team. They don't have detection just yet, but now that he pops out, peekaboo. 4 will fall. A part's even just teeping out in their face. Oh, Bombi. And there she goes. Just making it work, Zenki. He's got a
Oh,
sentry.
come on, Bobby.
There we go.
Oh no. Oh, feels bad.
Might pop the smoke here from Bombi, so nice positioning. Scout up the Snapfire. They still don't want
Yeah,
him.
it's still
Instead, they
nighttime.
got the vision on top of the
See you,
life
Drew.
stealer. Bombi unable to do anything. Glimmer too late. Hit with the hookshot forward as well. Another support's just going to feed away his life unnecessarily. As this is all South built esports and even mid as well. Hung. See if they guess correctly on the Remnant. It's going to make it away. You know, you've now got a Solar Crest along with a Berserk Potion. So a Bard has just got everything on him. And, well, Bob, he's just going to make space. Remnant in, nice stun as well from the Lion. And Pale finds 2. Drew as well is just getting melted. There's your position 1. There's any opportunity of being able to come back in this game. If Bard gets
Hey.
another Rampage 2 times in this series. Given the double Rampage as well as Hung. He's got BKB, he's making him work for it, but he should still be able to get it, and he does. A Bart double Rampage to end this one. I mean, it was just incredibly dominant over 496.
They did. So much heavier. I mean, the Wraithband clearly worked. I'm still not feeling super strong about it, but who am I to question
Who am
someone
I to
that was
question Bob?